Your man comes home and he's hungry. Would you wake up and make him a meal?
No.
Hell no, he can
Be
buy his own
independent.
shit.
Be independent.
No, he makes me a meal. What the f***?
I didn't hear your answer.
I mean, I'm happily married. I'd make him a meal.
You'd make it?
Thanks, man.
No, take it back. I'll make the meal. I'll make the meal.
2 divorces.
Kids?
Yes.
How
I
many
have
kids?
3.
From how many fathers?
2. So I have 2 to my first marriage and then 1 from a guy I dated in high school.
And then question the 2 divorces. Who initiated them?
I did for both.
Briefly, what was the reason for the first one?
The first one, he was kind of manipulative and controlled.
Really quickly, how was he controlling?
I couldn't spend any money. I had to get permission to spend anything. I didn't work. I stayed at home. I had to cook. I had to clean. If I didn't have dinner ready when he expected it to be ready, he would be upset.
Okay, and you stayed home and he provided everything?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have dinner ready when he got home?
Well, I had to maintain 2 small children.
Did you have friends that you were
No.
allowed to go see?
His friends kind of became my friends, and one of our friends, and this is going to sound bad, who ended up being my second husband, stopped coming to our house because he said he didn't like the way he talked to me. And
Wait, so you started dating one of your buddy's good friends?
I know I'm not a good person.
Yeah, that's
like
bad.
I'm a bag. That's okay.
Wait, what?
She started banging her boyfriend's best friend.
No, they weren't best friends.
Well, they were close enough.
Let's get this straight. They were not best friends.
Not anymore, they're not.
Wait, so
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
How much do you weigh?
That's none of your business. I told you I was fat.
Oh, okay. We don't play that shit on my channel. You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. God damn! I don't deal with you big sassy ass broads. Where would you rank yourself on the marketplace?
8.
Out of what, 100?
Okay, what is it? What we rating from 1 to 10?
If you, yeah.
Okay, 9.
God damn! Okay, have a good day. If you had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 and you can't use 7, face only, no hair extensions, your natural hair, your natural face, what would you give yourself?
Interesting. 8.
Nope.
No?
No.
Okay, so if I wanted a high value man, what do I do?
Be reincarnated. You can't get one. Let me be honest, you
I
can't.
have a master's in public administration, and I have a law degree.
How tall are you?
5'9".
Dress size?
16.
You didn't choose to be single.
I'm sorry?
Do you have any kids?
No kids. My ex had 4, so I'm trying to, that's kind of a big number. Oh my God.
Why'd you pop?
I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I typically don't like dating men without children, especially after a certain age. I just think it's weird, you know, and I have a child and I love children and God only gave me one, so I want to be with someone who has children. I've never dated a man that didn't have children. And it's a deal breaker than the average woman.
Gotcha.
So a man without children is weird to you?
After a certain age, yeah, I feel like after a certain age, you don't have no children. It's just strange to me. You know, like nobody owed you. Nobody took them genetics. You know, like I think it's strange. You know, so it's a personal preference.
No, that's good.
And why'd you pop your balloon?
As she talked a little more, I thought about the fact that I don't want any other kids, and I do only have one kid, so I think I would rather someone who had a kid already, just because I don't want to have any more, and I wouldn't want to date anybody who didn't have kids because they probably want kids.
Gotcha.
Okay.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
It's so hard also to
be the woman in a situation where you're like, men just don't get as much scrutiny. Like, they can maybe tell him, like, your fucking shots suck tonight. But, like, the looks and all of that is just, like, not a factor of conversation as much.
No.
Did you talk to Steph about it? Like, or did you kind of keep it within yourself so it didn't?
What pisses me off is the discourse around how women only go for the top 15% of men. Like, am I supposed to be going for the fat loser who doesn't have a job and lives at home? Am I supposed to be attracted to that? Obviously, I'm going to be attracted to the guy who's ambitious, the guy who's manly, the guy who takes care of himself and his health and works out, the guy who's tall, the guy who's going to give my kids good genetics. Why on earth would I be attracted to the fat loser? Or any loser for that matter. Even an average guy. Like, why, if I could pick the best of the best, why would I be attracted to the mid-tier? Like, hello. Especially if I'm a top quality girl. What happened to earning your place in this world? You're gonna be a loser in this life and then expect people to want you? Like, that's just common sense that that's not going to happen. Like, if I was fat and ugly, I would not be surprised that men are not going for me and instead they want the girls who are fit and beautiful. Like, I didn't earn to be on their level. I didn't earn to be wanted like that. So maybe instead of complaining that women only want the top 15%, work on becoming top 15% or somewhere near that number instead of sitting at home being a loser, trying to be a little victim.
My grandma says there are only two things in life that you worry about, whether you're healthy or whether you're sick. If you're healthy, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you're sick, you got two things to worry about. Whether you're going to get better, whether you're going to get worse. You get better, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you get worse, you got two things to worry about. Whether you're going to live, whether you're going to die. If you live, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you die, you got two things. Whether you're going to heaven, whether you're going to hell. If you go to heaven, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But if you go to hell, you got two things to worry about. Original or extra crispy? That's the
Shout out to everybody coming to the chat. Shout out to you guys. Do me a favor as you're coming in, like the video. I really appreciate that. It helps my channel. Shout out to the new subscribers. I've been getting some new subscribers who are supporting the channel. I appreciate that. So let me just make sure you can hear me. I hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday, maybe Thursday, somewhere else in the world. Could be a Thursday already, or it could be Wednesday night. You know, could be Thursday early morning, wherever you're watching from. I appreciate the support. Let me just make sure everything is good and you can hear me, and we get started. I got a couple of videos that we're going to be reviewing, we're going to be going through so we can cook. All right. All right. I should be loud and clear. So again, if you're just coming in, please do me a favor, like the video. But other than that, man, let me get the first video ready so we cook. Other people will find us when we are going. Okay. All right, let's go with the first video here. All right, that should be good.
I think that men should be the ones taking birth control a lot of the time. I would see that there would probably be immense value in that because one, it's been proven that our hormone systems are significantly stronger than that of women's and less sensitive. So if we had better able to take those and we're the ones that unfortunately gatekeep the genetic material required to create a baby, I would see value in at least giving both sides that option. If obviously you got to go. We know why they put women on birth control. We understand. We get that. Like we don't have to talk about that shit. We're cool. But I see immense value in giving men the ability to make sure that they don't have children, sans having a vasectomy. I've gone on record several times saying that I don't believe that the majority of men should have the privilege of reproducing, because I think that a large portion of men are losers. And unfortunately, women keep sleeping with losers. I've also said that I'm willing to go so far as to pay my son a large sum of money to get a vasectomy at 19 and then do what it takes to later when he's ready to have children, so he can be intentional about it. But the fact that the only way a birth control can be administered is to women, I think that these businesses, from a capitalistic standpoint, miss the boat. Because how many men can you think of? We take our multivitamins, we want to do all the other shit, and if you go out here and take these pills, you ain't got to worry about getting nobody pregnant. You ain't got to worry about pulling out your girl. You ain't got to try to paint her face no more. You can just shoot the club up every time and be safe. I think that it would be $1 trillion medicine. So it's odd now that we're just now talking about that. Even and obviously, yes, I know why men can't take birth control because it's estrogen based. I get that too. However, with the miracles of modern science being what they are, I feel like there is something that can be done to do that.
I was just about to say, like, I don't know a lot of men who would be willing to like shoot themselves up with that. But some of them probably will. But I think that would probably just be a whole lot more cities like so.
Yeah.
I definitely would have took it younger. I definitely I definitely would have took it. If it was an option, I would have took it.
Boy, what I could have done with birth control? I wouldn't have had that fucking 3 dudes in a midget story. If I could have taken birth control. God. Like, I would have never had to do that, dog. Like, I would have taken listen, I would still be on birth control now. Like, that's what would have happened. Like, I would have never had to walk in and see that. Unfortunately, my oldest 2 sons wouldn't be here. But again, I'm very transparent. Those niggas were accidents. So I would have definitely not had my 9-year-old would have been my first child.
Nah, Willie, you my homie, and I wouldn't. What if you was gay right now because you was taking birth control and it made you gay or something like that? I don't want that.
If birth control makes me gay, then I'm just gonna have all the kids God meant for me to have. If that's the side effect of birth control, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
My prayer is that men put some value on their penises. You all tout yourselves as the homemakers, and that's fine. However you want to view it. But I really want you to raise the property value of penises, because you all will give it to anyone. Y'all will give it to anyone that wants it, or whoever you see. And I'm talking about they be booger wolves too. I just don't understand why it is that it is always on us and it is never on y'all. It's always okay for y'all to spit on their body parts. Maybe that might improve it as well. Maybe we might be in a little better position.
So are you saying
as
men
well
thought they were born with value?
It's funny how women say men fuck anything, but it's always the anything that says that. Like, obviously not talking about you, but when people make the point that they like that men will fuck anything, not trying to be funny, a lot of women will fuck anything too if it makes certain criteria.
That's true. In fact, some women are saying online on social media, man, thank God for social media, because women get to tell us exactly what they think on social media through their phone. And women are saying sometimes when men pull out condoms, it turns them off. I'm sure some guys have experienced that, because the way they look at it, they always say, oh, you think I'm sick? Oh, you think I'm going to give you something? Oh, you don't trust me? But it's not about trust. It's about the fact that we just met each other. I don't want to make you a single mom because I probably don't want the kids. You probably are not ready for the kids either. But women are literally saying on social media, if a man pulls out a condom, they get turned off. But though I agree with the first part that, I think men have to take some type of accountability. Now, a vasectomy, I don't know if it's reversible. Most times they say it's not reversible, but I think a vasectomy, if there was a male's type of contraceptive that didn't have crazy side effects, I think they're planning to make one. I think most men are going to go for it. What do you guys think? I think they're definitely going to go for it if it's cheap enough. Because the first time it comes out, it's usually expensive. But if it's cheap enough, I think men will take the contraception. If it's like a pill or something.
6 foot, 6 figures, and 6-pack abs. Y'all have more criteria than we do. But the average nigga he's going to stick his penis in anything he can if access and consent. The only thing worried about is catching a charge. Y'all got to start trying to be women that men want to sleep with in public. Or saying in the daylight with the lights on. That's the counter to your argument.
Hold on, boy. I have a question for you. What's a
Y'all
booger
gotta
wolf?
stop judging us by how you.
Bro, what's a booger
I
wolf?
also think, what's a booger wolf?
What's a booger wolf?
I got you. Wait. Hold
No,
on.
I need Bo to answer this.
No,
What's a booger wolf?
Bam.
because I don't.
Oh man.
I have a name for you, but I don't want to.
Now we're in my
picture is that?
You know,
Just in your best words, bro.
that,
That's him.
Damn.
wait a minute. You know she gonna come for you, right?
Who is that?
She can't. You saw
Yeah.
how well that went for her the first time, sir.
So the girl he just showed, or this one right here, she came on the panel one time and went off on all the men. So I think this is his comeback.
I'm not worried. There's nothing.
Hey, Willie, you got it.
The booger wolf.
I do have a name.
Wait,
I
that's
will
Thank's
not
sister,
say it.
right?
I will not say it on live though.
Okay.
Because
Me and I'll say it out loud.
she's a
Like,
a
put it
nice
back like what-
person, and I don't want to offend, but the truth is the truth. So I'm not gonna say it on live where it can be recorded.
Just tell us
However,
what
Tom,
a booger wolf is.
but I will tell y'all. But here's the thing. I think that if women start administering spelling and reading comprehension tests to men, I think that we can kind of eliminate a lot of these, situations.
Damn. So now you got to be 6 feet tall, have 6-pack abs, and be a.
I didn't say nothing about that. Y'all, I do not believe in that 666 crap. Now, the only reason why I believe in 6 feet is because I'm 5'9". I don't know what to tell you. You at least got to be 5'9".
Wait, Bo, do you really want women and men to be judged on the same sexual standard?
No.
What do you What are you talking about?
He's a feminist.
Like men
double
held to the
standard.
same standard as women sexually?
She doesn't.
Oh yes, I think your body count should be low.
I'm gonna bow out, y'all. I'm not talking about sex.
She doesn't believe that.
Yep, I do. I don't want a man that sleeps around. I'm sorry, bye, pretty. I don't like it.
So she doesn't want a man that sleeps around, but at the same time, she's gonna tell men you should accept women who slept around. You shouldn't judge them. They were younger. They didn't know any better. See, these are the double standards I talk about. She's saying she doesn't want a man who sleeps around. But at the same time, I can guarantee you she's going to tell men, stop judging women who slept around. Give them a chance. They are changed. They're now, born again virgins. They now know Jesus. Give them a chance. They're not the same person anymore.
Like, it's cool when you in your early 20s, but if you still your mid 40s and you still spreading it around, sir, we don't have nothing to talk about.
See what I just told you? The reason she said it's cool if you're in your mid 20s, because she wants the same excuse for women. She's saying she doesn't want a man who sleeps around in his 40s, but in his 20s, it's okay. Which means she's going to carry the same argument to make the excuse for women. I'm reacting to this in real time. I haven't watched this video, but I just know how feminists think. Well, because they tell us how they think. But what she's essentially saying that women who sleep around in their 20s, it's okay as long as they don't sleep around in their 40s. And she expects the man to accept them in their 40s after their past. I knew it.
So yeah.
Believe that men should be like only fucking bad bitches too.
I think that you should have standards. All I'm saying.
No.
Sometimes a booger whoop is different. You
No,
gotta think.
booger whoop is not, because listen, I have seen some of the things that my guy friends have stuck their things inside of, and wow.
That's fair.
You know.
Oh my God.
So you think
Men have very high.
So you think men should be having sex with
I'm glad you think
physically
that.
attractive women and not physically unattractive women?
I think that there should be standards, is all I'm saying.
Physical
Because
standards,
nobody
right?
can say what is attractive to who, but we can definitely look universally at some people and be like, not even with like a dirty pole.
So you think we should
Wait.
judge some women based on like, oh, that woman's super ugly. Forget about her personality and if she can be a good mom and all that type of stuff. She doesn't fit the physical, you know.
Mine.
I'm just asking. You can be like,
wait a
no, I'm not
minute.
saying that.
Hold on. Let's unpack this. So are you saying that men pay attention to women's personalities and intelligence
Eventually.
and substance?
Yes, eventually.
I'm not saying asking you what you as far as what men shouldn't do. Because you advise against like a booger wolf, you know, which I'm assuming is an ugly woman. But so you're saying stay away
Or
from
an
ugly
ugly
women.
acting woman.
Oh, nice about face. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Women judge other women, but they're starting to come out. And now, I mean, usually when men select women because of their looks, women don't like it. Oh, stop judging me off just best of my looks, judge my personality. But now you have a woman who's saying men should stop dating and approaching ugly women. Do you guys see the double standards and the craziness? And she has a big ass tattoo. Now, obviously, for me on the panel, I would say Miss Pearl maybe looks the best, followed by Naomi. Bo would be the last in position. So she has a nerve to judge the women. And you're right, Papa Guth. That big ass chest tattoo is a red flag. Anyway, shout out to Lapif. Let's go to the next video. Let me see who's in the chat. Papa Guth was the first in the chat. Shout out to you, bro, for the support. Guys, like the video as you're coming in. Please do me a favor. Just click the like button. It supports the channel and other people who are coming in who haven't seen the video. YouTube will send the video to them. All right. Let me get the next video going. Real quick. Okay. Real quick. Let's get to Anton Daniels. Oh. All right, next. Guys, like the videos are coming in. All right.
It's so bad for
Just doing that. Give me 1 second. Guys, please like the video. Welcome to another live stream. I did a live yesterday, quick one with you guys. Give me 1 second. All right, let's go.
So I'm dating, and what I notice about the place where I'm dating, all of these men are saying they want kids, and I find it so baffling because there's so many women left alone with babies. There's so many broken homes. Man wanted the baby, or this man was excited when I got pregnant, and then when the shit started getting real, he started acting funny. He stopped coming home. I had to leave him and all this and that, and he wanted this child. He was excited about this child, and they all can't be lying because everybody's story is very fucking similar. So I find it so baffling how men are telling me a woman with no kids, niggas acting like they wanted a baby, talking about they want a family, and then switched up when she got real. And so now,
Lies.
as a woman who's dating, a single woman who's dating with no children, I take it as a personal attack when a motherfucker tell me they want to have kids. Men know that having a baby, a woman having a baby can slow her down. They know it's going to change her self-esteem. She's going to have to build her self-esteem back up. She's going to have to get back used to this new body. She's going to have to get used to following her dreams and also be a mother. Like, men know what pregnancy does to women, and they use it as retaliation. Not a lot of people talk about. Everybody talk about how women use baby to trap men, but men use babies to trap beautiful women, successful women all the time, to humble women all the time.
That's a lie.
That was a good
You
one.
sound slow. I'm sorry. That's the old thing I've ever heard.
Do y'all think it's a trap? Men nowadays are trapping women.
No.
If these women are so successful, how come they're not smart enough not to get trapped?
Good point.
Well, because just because you're book smart doesn't mean you're smart in relationships.
Common sense.
So they're
Okay.
dumb.
True.
I'm glad you said it, because if I would have said it, it would have came off different. But I'm glad you said it though.
Like I don't think females understand like I know they don't operate with logic, but it's like they don't understand how much they really need logic in order to really be successful in life, because she leads with how women talk about men them with the babies and all this stuff, but then goes and says, "Oh, I had to leave because the man was doing this and that," and it's like, okay, well, have y'all ever thought like, let the baby go with the man? Like that's still an option.
No,
and there's a lot of
they're not
women
gonna
out
do that.
here that fight for the man to not have the child, but then want to go and turn around and complain all the damn time. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it.
I thought the young lady was I was proud of her, what she was saying. I was shocked. I thought she was gonna say some ignorant shit, but she made a lot of sense. I never
She
thought
didn't
of
make
it that
much
way.
sense.
The whole
Shampoo.
video was ignorant. Why? No one should be getting trapped, period, because nobody should be getting pregnant by someone they're not committed or getting married to. It shouldn't be that. The whole thing. I mean, you shouldn't be trying to do that. I don't want. You're both trapping each other at the end of the day if you get pregnant, period.
Exactly. And it's not like after they have sex, she gets pregnant the next day. No, she has a whole 9 months to make up her mind. From the moment she misses her period, let's say for some reason, maybe she thought the guy used a condom, but he didn't. Even if that's crazy to think about. But I'm going to give a benefit of a doubt. Let's pretend they had sex and she thought the guy used the condom, but he didn't. So she misses her period the first time, and she misses her period the second month again. At that point, any smart person could say, let me go take a pregnancy test, but she has another 7 months to make up that decision whether she wants to keep the baby or not. So for her to say that men are trapping women is kind of stupid, first of all, because you can't be trapped if you don't want to be trapped. And secondly, you could have closed your legs. And thirdly, you could have asked him to marry you before you opened your legs or before you decided to keep a baby for him. So there's no way a man can trap a woman with a baby. But we know all the time women trap men with babies. We know that happens.
Not only that, it's like you are single with no children. Why are you affected by other situations and it's not happening to you?
All right, but what she was saying was that she's single. She's smarter than y'all. That's what she's saying. I'm looking at dudes saying, look, because she had the stethoscope on me, so she got a good job or whatever. She making good money.
That don't mean nothing.
I should go buy one of those too.
Yeah, but what she's saying is I'm looking at dudes different because they're trying to get me pregnant and slow my progress down. She's right. And
that's not what she said.
That's what she was saying.
Them dudes that's trying to get her pregnant.
Wait, let me just finish. She was saying that's why she said pretty women. A dude wants to get revenge on a pretty woman. He gets her pregnant to slow her down, to lower her self-esteem. That's what she was saying.
How can a man get a woman pregnant that she don't allow to get her pregnant?
That's what she was saying. She was saying when a guy says, I want a baby, I look at him different, like he's trying to put something on me to bring me down.
She was talking about her, and she was talking about the other women at the same time, right? So she interjected herself, but the premise of her video was talking about how all of these women keep getting trapped by men and putting babies in them.
No, her premise of her video was saying all these men say they want babies by these women, and when they get pregnant and shit gets real, when you gotta pay for stuff and it ain't all cute anymore, y'all leave. We'll help them with the baby.
I don't know one man that's advocating for trying to make babies. I'm gonna go knock her up. That's gonna be my baby mama. I don't know. I don't know one man who's advocating.
Are y'all crazy?
All my kids were not planned. All 4 of them. You didn't want.
No, all 4 of my kids were not planned. No.
What? Was brilliant.
You have nothing, no dog in this fight, then.
Honestly, look, don't even get personal with this.
I'm not married.
The video was bullcrap because she's taking on other people's situations and taking it on as her own to say, oh, now I gotta look at all these men or whatever. But she's not even understanding. Like, females be lying.
But it would be ignorant if she had babies. She doesn't have any babies, so she's smart. Okay,
if she's so smart, how come does that mean other women are not smart? The women who claim men trap them with babies? For all I know, they had 9 months to make up their minds whether they want to keep the baby or not. Because a man has no say if a woman is going to keep a baby or not. If he wants to keep the baby and she doesn't want to, she's going to remove it. If she wants to keep the baby, but he doesn't want to keep the baby, which we know majority of men don't want those babies. Majority of men just want to, clap them cheeks and that's it. But women try to be like, let me have a baby with him. Maybe he will stay with me and then take him to child support. If women really don't like to be single moms, they would have the babies, go to child support and tell the judge, let him have the baby, let him have the kid, I'll pay child support. But every time they ask the judge, let me keep the baby, let him pay me child support. They want to have 100% custody so the baby daddy can pay them child support.
No. It's still ignorant because she doesn't have babies and she's talking about females that's complaining about baby daddies not being there.
Wait. So if a man doesn't have 8 STDs, if he's never gotten an STD before, but he's talking about people that have got STDs, does that invalidate his assessment of people that get STDs?
No.
No, but
How
that
does
man
it
should not be
invalidate
going
race?
around looking at women like, oh man, I don't ever need to get with a woman because there's so many people that got STDs.
I don't understand.
It's called take a test.
So
or don't have sex at all.
So
it's like you trying to shoot yourself in the foot. Like you're gonna just not have sex at all and not try to get with somebody at all.
Y'all gotta do a mic. We can't hear all y'all.
I'm just saying, like, when you want to sit there and be like, okay, you see what's happening in the world. Yes, there's plenty of STDs in a lot of different places. But that should not stop you from wanting to live life just because they got STDs. They got guns over here. They got gangs over here. There's a lot of baby mamas over there. Like that.
But what it should do though is help you make it should make you more cautious about the decisions because you're observing and making an assessment of the landscape. That means that you shouldn't want to live life like everybody else live life. In my opinion, you should want to be a lot more careful with how you live life.
That's what that young lady was saying.
But not live life.
Y'all not seeing the full picture.
You still should be wanting to like marry somebody, not being ready to just look at all these men out here. She didn't say
nothing about marriage is negative. She didn't speak anything about marriage. She said
at all.
I don't know if y'all was watching the video that I watched. Can you play it again, Q?
Yeah.
Please.
I want to hear it again. She's brilliant.
So I'm dating, and what I notice about the place where I'm dating, all of these men are saying they want kids. And I find it so baffling because there's so many women left alone with babies. There's so many broken homes. And these women are all saying the same things. They're saying that this man wanted the baby, or this man was excited when I got pregnant. And then when the shit started getting real, he started acting funny. He stopped coming home. I had to leave him and all this and that. And he wanted this child. He was excited about this child, and they all can't be lying because everybody's story is very fucking similar. So I find it so baffling how men are telling me a single woman with no kids, that they want kids so fucking bad. And I feel like that is the same thing that happened to the women that were left with kids. This man with these niggas acting like they wanted a baby, talking about they want a family, and then switched up when she got real. And so now, as a woman who's dating, a single woman who's dating with no children, I take it as a personal attack when a motherfucker tell me they want to have kids with me. Because men know that a woman having a baby can slow her down. They know it's going to change her self-esteem. She's going to have to build her self-esteem back up. She's going to have to get back used to this new body. She's going to have to get used to following her dreams and also be a mother. Like, men know what pregnancy does to women, and they use it as retaliation. Not a lot of people everybody talk about how women use baby to trap men, but men use babies to trap beautiful women, successful women all the time, to humble women all the time.
That's not true, because most of the time men are just trying to get a nut and move on. Men are not trying to have sex and have a baby. They just want to pump 2 pumps and leave and do it again. They're not trying to have sex to have a baby to pay child support for the next 18 years. Come on, man. Even the rich guys, the basketball players who are having babies left and right, I can guarantee you 100% they don't have sex with women because they want to have a baby with them. They just have sex for the sake of it. Now, they don't use protection for some reason, but they just have sex for the sake of it. Very few men out of 10 men who have sex, maybe one may try to trap a woman. But even then, it's not like the moment she has sex, then tomorrow she has the baby. She has a whole 9 months to not get trapped. But if she chooses to keep the baby, because like I said before, no man can force a woman to keep a baby if she wants to remove the baby.
Go on, sister.
Hey, look, there's multiple facets with this video, right? There's the objective view that she's talking about all these women that are getting trapped by men. Let's like, can we be real? Like, there's far more women than there are men with multiple baby mamas. Like, that's just a fact. So what that's saying is, like, women are choosing to have babies by a smaller sector of men.
I think you're wrong about that.
He's not.
You can think, but you can go look up the statistics.
They just want to know. They just want to fuck.
Like, you would know. Like, you don't have to think. These are actual. I'm not giving
the men approaching her. They trying to bust her down.
It's an actual fact that there's more women that have multiple baby daddies than there are men that have multiple baby mamas. That's just
where can we find that? Where you said we can look the stat up?
Where did you find that stat at? Because
they have the stats on.
Hold on. Let me answer the question.
You're saying it like it's fact, like you look it.
Let me answer the question. So I don't sit here and remember all of the places I go to get facts, right? But here's what you can do. right?
I'll try to look it up.
You can go look. I mean, everybody has AI and Google. Like, it's not that hard to find, right? So the point is, right? Let's be real. This particular young lady is not the most attractive and not the most
simple. You man,
like what was? I'm just.
She looked at me.
I said she's not the most attractive. That doesn't mean she's terribly ugly either. So what I'm saying is she's getting what she attracts. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all didn't even watch the video. Like you couldn't.
She said all of the men that she's dating want children.
She said she's dating.
What she's
saying that. She's not saying that.
That's not what she said.
What she said. That's the
No, that is what she said at the very beginning.
At the very beginning of the video.
At the very beginning of the video.
Hold on, y'all. One mic. Snow Bunny, go ahead. Start with Snow Bunny. She doesn't really talk that much.
And Drake
I find it
interesting. Yeah, I told you to call me Drake.
Oh, that man Drake. That man is not Drake. Go ahead, Snow Bunny.
I find it interesting that she's talking that these men want to have babies and not marriage. What men is she dating that they want babies and not marriage? It should be marriage and then babies. I'm confused.
Yeah, so I just looked it up on my, you can literally just ask ChatGPT. So ChatGPT says, in most populations, a smaller share of men account for larger share of births. So which means which means women have more babies than men, which that implies that you're going to find that one woman may have 3 baby daddies, and then the next woman is going to have the same babies with those same 3 baby daddies. In other words, women share the same small percentage of men, which this guy was just saying, and they're asking, where do you find that stat? You can literally look this up. It's so easy. Usually, one woman may have 5 baby daddies, and then you only find very few men have multiple baby mamas. If a man has multiple baby mamas, that tells you multiple women find him attractive.
But that's the point. When you're dating and you're talking to people, you're getting to know them. So if I would see it as she's asking like, okay, they not want kids, and they're like, yeah, I want kids. All of the men are saying that they want kids, not necessarily with her if they're just dating. They're not together.
But she's also
so
saying
like,
specifically that we're making baby mamas and baby daddies. Never once is she saying a husband or a wife.
Right, she's talking about the females that she's already spoken to, and they're telling her their story, that they're a baby mama and they have their children and they're not with the daddy.
Yeah, but
that's pretty much the premise of the whole thing. And she's taking that like, I don't want to be a part of that group, so I gotta look at these men that's saying they want kids crazy because I feel like you trying to end what I got going on.
So the same men that's approaching her is the same men that approached all the women that she done dealt with.
Look,
type of men.
Is there any men that would want to marry this young lady?
No. I think the men trying to bust it down. I think they trying to bust it down.
That's a damn lie, Shampoo. I don't believe the way that young lady.
Yeah, because if there was multiple men trying to marry her, or if she was wife material, I honestly believe there's no single woman walking on this planet who meets men, who interacts with men, who's wifey material, who's not married. I'm going to say that one more time. There's no single woman on this earth who's wifey material and meets men, doesn't just stay in the house all day for all year round. She meets men, goes out, does her thing, and doesn't hate men. I mean, if she's wifey material, she wouldn't hate men. But I'm just saying, there's no woman who's wifey material, meets men, and she stays on the market too long, if we're going to be honest. That's why I've always told you, if you meet a woman who's 30 years or older, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and she's single, ask yourself this question. Men have been approaching her since she was 18 years old. Are you telling me no man thought she was wifey material and you're going to be the first one who thinks she's a good woman? Ask yourself that question.
Talks and present herself.
And Tanya,
I don't believe there's a man on this panel that would want to.
But let's just
let me ask a question. I gotta mine this out because I've been listening to y'all for the whole time. All right. First of all, I just want to ask a few questions. what does what she look like or how she's dressed have to do with the conversation that she's having?
Nothing.
Exactly.
I answer that question. When I said she's not attractive, it wasn't necessarily about her looks only. It was about how she presented herself, how she speaks. All of that is a part of attractiveness. So she can look good, right? But then once you start talking, that takes your attractive level down. Depends on how you talk.
She just
So
had
that's when I was saying she wasn't that attractive. I wasn't only talking about how she looks. I was listening to how she speaks as well.
But I'm still trying to understand, what does that have to do with what she said, though?
Because the first thing she said out of her mouth was she's in the dating pool and all the men that she's dating are only talking about having babies.
No marriage. Yeah.
That's the first thing she said.
No, she didn't. No, it wasn't.
Can you play the video again? Or just the beginning of it? Just so we make sure I'm not tripping.
Play it again?
No,
no. Hold on. Because, I mean, we heard it.
Yeah.
I don't look at her objectively. I don't have a problem with anything that she said.
Me either.
I don't know what the problem is. If she has made an informed decision not to have children out of wedlock, why is that a problem?
It's not a problem. That's not a problem. That's why I was trying to say is multiple things with the video. I just never got to that particular
Nah, don't switch up because
I literally said I said there's multiple facets with the video. I just never got to that particular part.
Nah, you weren't gonna never get to it.
Everybody jumps in like you do, and you can never get a full thought out.
You got your full thought out. You wasn't gonna say that.
You weren't
gonna say that.
There's nothing wrong with what she said, right? I agree. I'm glad she's not out here getting pregnant by all of these men that supposedly want to put babies in, right? Because that's the responsible thing to do. But I mean, she started off the video talking about herself, and then she transitioned into talking about other people. So that's why I said it's multiple facets.
Well, she was. I personally believe that she was right on both fronts. Number one, there are a lot of women that are out here as baby mamas. I do videos about them all the time.
I said that.
Because they want to be.
I said that. They disagree with me, but I said that.
So
I just looked it up. The statistics that you gave are 100% false.
No,
okay,
they're
so
not.
what are the statistics?
I got it here because I since you said AI, asked ChatGPT.
So what's the source that you're using?
The answer is about 40% of U.S.
No, hold on. What's the source first? Because that's the question you asked me.
Which is
ChatGPT gives you sources. They give you sources.
No, come on.
Wait a minute, Brandon. You can't be grilling her about.
No, she's looking at it. They asked me the question, and I wasn't looking at it. She's looking at it right now.
ChatGPT gives you the source. I will tell you, it came from census.gov. Okay. So 40% of U.S. births each year are to unmarried women, and men is exactly the same. And this is before marriage. Hold up, let me finish.
No, I'm asking you to say it again. I didn't hear the first part.
40% of U.S. births each year are to unmarried women and also unmarried men. It also says roughly half of women's first births are before marriage. Most single people likely to be a custodial single parent even when the child was born out of wedlock. A noticeable share of men have children with more than one partner compared to women, and some non-resident fathers are underreported in surveys. That is from census.gov. It says that men have more children out of wedlock or have more baby mothers than women.
The problem with that is that it doesn't say the percentage of men that have children. So,
no, but it said it's noticeably more.
No. It's basically more, correct. But that doesn't mean the percentage of men that are doing it is higher than women. So I'll give you.
Yeah. So meaning you know how we have Nick Cannon and the Futures of this World and Zion Wilson. You know that the basketball player, and then the other guy who plays for oh my God, I forget, Minnesota, I forget the guy. All those basketball players who have like 1,000 kids every single year. And then there's Stephon Diggs also for the Patriots. You know how they all have multiple baby mamas? They have like 3 women pregnant in a year. It's crazy. So I think that it's all about, there's a very few percentage of men, but they have all these baby mamas. They have so many of them. But that doesn't mean there's a big percentage of men doing it. It's usually a small percentage because it takes money. You know, you're either going to have money or you're going to be a bad boy to have multiple baby mamas, because clearly women like something about you.
Example. If the people that are having children out of wedlock, because it could still be a small percentage of men having the majority of the babies, with the women that are unmarried having children out of wedlock. Most men overwhelmingly do not have children out of wedlock. So if the percentage of men that's having children out of wedlock with these women are also the same men that's having other children with other women, it's still the same pool of men.
Yeah, we had looked up that that statistic in one of the other podcasts, but the way we looked it up was married, the percentage of married men compared to the married women. And you seen that it was astronomical number compared to women.
So I'm less
that are actually married.
I'm less likely to go out and have a child out of wedlock, basically is what it's saying. And a guy that has a child out of wedlock is more than likely going to have another baby. But it doesn't change the fact that women that are single mothers are multiplying exponentially and having sex with the same men that's having mamas.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
That's true. That's true, because women are out here saying if a man is 35 or 40 years old and you have no kids, you are a red flag. I literally played that in the first segment of this live stream. If you guys started the live stream with me, women are saying if a man is 35 and older and he has no kids, he hasn't created a single mother out here, he's a red flag, because apparently no woman wants to carry your baby. Instead of thinking about it in the sense of, okay, this man has been, focusing on himself. He has chosen not to have a baby until he gets married. He has chosen not to create a single parent household. He has chosen not to create a broken family. Women are saying, if you're a man 35 and older with no kids, you are a red flag, because some woman should have tried to trap you. Some woman should have tried to have a baby with you. That means no woman wants you. Like their logic is crazy.
It makes sense to that young lady.
So I'll give you an example. Let's use real life. I'm less likely to have a child out of wedlock, and Sterling is more likely to have more children by women that he's not married to. And that's not a shot at Sterling. I'm using that as an example to illustrate a point.
Yeah, because he told us, what he has 4 children. Anton has 1. He has 4 by 2 different women.
Mm-hmm.
You see how this is already panning out right here? It's married men. Yeah. There's more married men that have way less children and are not going to have baby mamas than there are single men that have all the children and they have more baby mamas.
Yeah, and then if a woman finds out, so a woman would literally choose a man who has multiple kids by multiple women, because she's trying to find out if women were willing to carry your babies and multiple women were trying to carry your babies, that means there's something about this guy, rather than choose a guy who has never created a single mom. I know, guys, the logic doesn't make sense. You would think they should choose a man who doesn't have kids. But for some reason, to them, they believe a man who has multiple kids with multiple women, that he has something about him, something sexy that women love, that they just carry his babies around. Crazy logic. But hey, listen, you got to blame God. You can't blame me, man. I didn't create the rules. Anyway, shout out to you guys in the chat, man. Do me a favor, like the videos you're coming into the chat. Really appreciate that. So other people can come join us as we are cooking out here. All right. Let me get the next video going. I haven't done this type of video in a while, so you guys maybe will like it. I hope you like it. It's from Ashley. She teaches women how to be gold diggers, how to find rich men, and apparently women are never the issue. Sometimes she holds women accountable, but for the most part, she doesn't. So let's get started. Let's see what she has to say.
Alrighty, what brings you up?
Okay, I'm new to your live and your page. So hello, sorry.
Single mom alert.
Well, I'm not gonna say my age, but I'm in an age gap relationship. Sorry, that's my son. Wait a minute. I'm in an age gap relationship, and my man is 74. And okay. Here, sit right here. My man is 74, and I just want to know, because we recently went viral for a video, and I got a lot of rude comments about my appearance.
46-year age gap. I'm 74 years old.
I'm 28.
People are going to judge. That's their business. But the thing I noticed, women get jealous. When a woman sees an older man with a younger woman, women get jealous because they feel like I should be with them. The men go, yay, yay. Yeah, the guys are different. The guys be like, you go, man. Lucky you. Older women, and I'm not saying this to pet myself, but they think I'm a very handsome man.
Women will deliberately speak to him and ignore me, I guess because they think he's out at the mall with his daughter. Sometimes it makes me feel, am I doing, the right thing? I feel like they might think that I'm, just here for his money.
Yes, you are.
I would like to tell the people that think that I'm a gold digger that he would be the gold digger because I'm the gold. I'm not a gold digger. I don't have those type of intuitions. I really like him for who he is and not for what he gives and what he has.
My friends, they'll say, oh, she's going to take you for this. She's going to take you for that. Or what would you do if, she wanted to be with someone younger? And I just tell them, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, if it happens. But right now, things are fine with us and we're good. This is what I told my son. I said, if I die, put me in the casket like this. And he said, why, Dad? I said, so when everybody walks by me, they can fist bump me and say, that man had fun. I see so many guys my age and they're miserable. Not me. I'm still a young kid.
Okay.
He's funny.
So, and people were saying that I look 40, 50, 60. And sometimes I even got a comment that said I looked 80.
Now, Shay, girl, if you don't ignore them people.
Okay, so I really got down on myself because I was like, do I look older than what I am? Because I'm 28.
She looks okay.
And so I was like, is it something about my appearance that people are, seeing? And, because
I would say it's not. I think when people say you look older, right? It's not always your looks. It can also be your energy. You feel grown to me, like mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't give, I could play games with her. You're gonna be like, exactly. So that can read a bit older. It's not always your face or your look per se.
Okay. So then I had another question. I was wondering, I don't know if you have lip filler. I'm not going to assume, but I've been looking into it, and I was wondering if you think that that's something that I could look into, because I'm kind of insecure when I smile. So when I smile, my top lip disappears. So
I didn't notice it, Shay. I didn't notice your top lip disappearing. I didn't notice your lips being smaller. I didn't notice that.
Okay.
She's got to reach 75-year-old and she's still insecure about her lips. That's crazy. But the truth is, she's not with that man because now I will give it to him. He has some kind of charisma, funny guy, so he's not acting like a 75-year-old man. Seems like he likes to have fun, which it should be for anyone, any age. But at the end of the day, we know if she found a man who's 40 years old or 30 years old and had the same money that the 75-year-old man has, she would choose the 40-year-old man or the 35-year-old man. So we know she's there because he has money. If he was working at Walmart, if he was working at McDonald's, she wouldn't be with him.
I think it's just you being in your head. If I'm being honest, you're probably just picking at yourself now, but I didn't notice that.
I think I am because of the rude comments that I just got. So I've never received such rude comments in my life ever before until we came out with this age gap, relationship video and everything. So,
but my question to you is, if you're happy in your relationship and he's doing everything he needs to do, why do you care what people think?
That's the problem. It was just like shocking rather, because I've never received such criticism ever in my life about my looks. And for people to say that I look 40 years old, and then it became like a tired joke after a while. It was just like getting more and more and more and more. And I'm just like, okay, is my man aging me?
Well, I think I'm going to say this. Like, this can be true. If you hang out with an older crowd, I'm not saying a man, sometimes they can rub off. If you hang out with younger people, their habits will rub off, right?
Yeah.
So I do think that's the thing, but I think you need to get out of your head. Okay. I think you're too far in your head. If you love your man's doing everything he needs to do for you. These are single people. They're miserable. They don't got a man. They can't sprinkle, honey. So okay. I would not be worried about them.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Miss Ashley. I gotta go.
I also think it's the older women attacking her. I can guarantee you that, because the way they look at it, older women literally compete for the same type of man with younger women. The problem is these older women didn't want that 75-year-old guy when he was 30, when he didn't have the money. They wanted older men. So what happens is, at some point, life and time equalizes the playing field. So they didn't want him when he was 30 years old and broke. Now that he's 75 years old, 75-year-old women want him because he has accumulated his wealth, but he's thinking about it, and he wants younger women because they're more beautiful. But the older women don't like it. They think about it like, that's my man. He should be dating me. He's 75 years old. I'm 70 years old. He should be dating me. He shouldn't be going for younger women. Even if when they were younger, they wanted older men. So it's older women attacking her. I don't see a man. Men don't care. Men think about it like, I also want to be like that man at some point to get my money right and go for the younger women. Since the women my age don't want me because I drive a Honda, because I drive a Camry 2008. So that's how men think about it or experience life when they're young and they haven't accumulated their wealth. So I can guarantee you 100% that it's the older women attacking her. It's not the younger women. No, but only if that guy was working at a Walmart and broke, they wouldn't care. But because he has money, they think about it in the sense of he should be dating them. So I can guarantee you it's the older women attacking her. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, Papa Guth, you're right. It's the older women. Older women are jealous. They don't like when older men go for younger women. They want the older men to go for them because they know younger men usually don't go for older women unless they trick on them. But women never want to spend money on men. Even when an older woman finds a younger man, she wants the younger man to spend money on her. Crazy. Anyway, let me see if there's something else from Ashley's, because I think somebody else came back. Let me see. Give me 1 second. All right, let's do this one. All right. There's another part of Ashley.
I just turned 40.
Happy birthday.
And thank you. And I feel like I'm going through a transformational phase.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing a lot of reading books. I've been going to therapy. I've been losing weight. I've been doing the work. really trying to understand myself and be self-aware. Because I feel like my armor is up. I've been through a lot in life, and I think it's coming across to people like it comes across to men as being guarded. And so I'm actually really kind and lovable and affectionate and funny, but I'm like terrified to connect with men.
But what makes you terrified? So
Drama.
let's just say, hypothetically, Cassandra, you're out at a bar, right? You don't feel like
I
you're in
don't go to bars. I don't really go to bars. I've actually 45 days sober today.
Congrats, that's good.
Thank
Okay.
you. So I'll go to a coffee shop. I'll go to a restaurant. I'll try new things because I'm inside a lot. And I'm like, no one's going to find me inside the house. And most importantly, I want to be emotionally available. I want to be able to be vulnerable, because I feel like if I'm not emotionally available, then how am I supposed to connect with a man?
She's answering her own
Emotionally.
question.
Right. But I think before we get there, I just want you to have ease just speaking to a man when you first meet him, If you're at a coffee shop, it shouldn't feel daunting to speak to a man, like, hello, how are you? Where you're from, kind of thing. And that, to me, it almost feels like that feels heavy for you. Even just that interaction.
It is. It's really heavy. Like, I don't really know sometimes, like, what to say. Or I'll see somebody today, like at the coffee shop, who was really cute. And we had a moment where we looked at each other and we smiled. But then it didn't go anywhere. And I'm like, should I give him my number? Like, how does this go next? Like,
Yeah, because men are
am
not
I
approaching
sending the
anymore.
right body language to let him know that I'm welcoming or that I'm okay to be approached? Like, I'm trying to work on my body language too.
Men are not
So,
approaching anymore.
I also think the past few years I have had a lot of responsibilities. I've had a lot of duty to family, to community, to giving back, to helping those in need. I've had a couple of heartbreaks, and I've been really reflecting on that and just learning and growing through therapy what that was about. And so I feel like I attract younger men because they remind me of being free-spirited.
No, because older
They
men don't
remind
want
me
you.
of like life before my heart got hardened. And they are adventurous and they're learning and they're growing. And so, yeah.
How young are we talking, Cassandra?
Okay, so the last person I dated was a pilot, a corporate pilot, and he was 30.
And you couldn't keep him.
Okay. And how did that work out?
We had a lot of chemistry.
But-
It felt lustful. It felt like a strong orbital energy attraction pull towards each other.
I'm sure.
But I was like, that's a sign right there not to give in to that, because we got to go slow and I got to get to know him and make sure that he's compatible with what I want and need.
Ladies, I'm talking to the older ladies right now. If you date a man 10 years your junior, a man 10 years younger than you, 9.9 out of 10 times, he just want to clap cheeks. And the only reason he's going for you is because he cannot get women his age, or even younger women for that matter. So I hate when older women, and they know this, but if men your age are not approaching you, but only attracting younger men, that should tell you something. That should tell you something, literally. And this is a beautiful woman. I know some of you guys in the comments are going to lie, and it's not because she's red bone or light skin. She's just a beautiful woman, nice hair, nice lips. You know, she looks good. Maybe there's a little bit of makeup. I don't know, but she looks good from just looking at her. She's 40. If she cannot attract older men or men her age, and she's attracting younger men, that should tell you something about her energy, because she sounds like she has a feminine voice, but she could be crazy and cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm telling you.
Oh, but it was the first time I felt those feelings of being really attracted to somebody in a long time. And so then I took it really slow, where I was like 2-3 months into it and I wasn't being affectionate physically. And so, you know, he said, I'm going to come see you. I'm going to invest money, a flight, a hotel to come see you. But I need to know that you're focused on me only and not other men.
Mm-hmm.
But only on me before I make these investments with my resources. And I was like, I can't commit to that yet.
That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
And then he like went on and started dating other girls, and I was sad about it.
Okay, and then that was done.
Yeah.
Okay, and how did you meet him?
I was out at Afro Beats with my friends. I went out dancing.
Oh, to Afro Beats. Cassandra, you have a different side to you. I know that.
Yeah, she's being
sweet
cuckoo.
little damsel in distress, little flower pot, little. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
there's a different side.
the voice is deceiving.
I was like, let me go. I'm trying to fall in love. I'm trying to, you know, get out and, like I said, like, go do stuff, like go to a restaurant, try new things. Like, you never know. If I'm just myself and I go try new things and I go take myself out to dinner, I might meet somebody. If I try a coffee shop, I might meet somebody. If I go to some music, I might meet somebody there. But I thought he was sent from a higher power, because I noticed him
By the way, she's 40
in the
years old.
dark
But listen to the way she's.
with the loud music, a lot of people there, and something about me just gravitated, saw him in the crowd, and then I gravitated towards him. It was like electric pull towards
He
him.
had a fantasy, and she's 40 years old, but she's
Girl, when you
speaking like she watches
ovulated,
Disney
you
movies.
ovulated. That's what that was. Okay, it was a week before the period, child, because I don't know. I ain't never heard that before. I don't know. Chat, what does that mean? Spiritual girls tap in. What does that mean?
And this woman is attractive. There is no way you can tell me that men don't see her. But if they're not approaching her, that lets you know the times we live in. Or that maybe they do approach her, but she can't keep them. Like, for example, the example she gave, that means her energy, something about her that's off. She's 40 years old talking about fantasy. Oh, he was sent from heaven. Oh my God, butterflies and spirits and this and that. Like, no man wants to sit around and listen to that BS all the day, all time, all the day, the whole day. And she's attractive, but a man is only gonna look at the pretty face for so long. It's gonna get boring.
They said they laughing. They said they don't know. She was ovulating. See, I think so. Mm-hmm. She's obsessed. Uh-oh.
No, I haven't talked to him in 2 months now. And I'm just focusing on me.
Okay.
I want to lose about 10 more pounds.
Okay.
I've lost 7 pounds already in the
that's
last
good.
6 weeks. But I love your makeup. I want to know more. You said we should get a
I mean, her losing weight isn't going to change who she is deep within. Because the ladies like to focus so much on the outside, and I get it. Men are attracted to the beauty. But until they look in the mirror and think, okay, I'm attracting all these men, but for some reason I can't keep them, what should I do different? How should I talk to the man? What do men want? Because they don't care. They never care what men want. Anyway, shout out to Ashley. I thought I should reveal that for you guys to see and show you that even the beautiful women out here are struggling. because they like to make it seem like men are the only ones struggling dating. Men can't find women. Men are complaining about women. No, but look, attractive woman can't find a man. She can only find younger men, and even then, she can't keep the man. Crazy. Midget is right. She's airhead. She looks cuckoo. Like when you get to know her, you can tell she's cuckoo at some point. All right. Let's go here. Give me 1 second. Let me do this. Let's go to the next video real quick. All right. All right, let's go to the next video. Guys, like the video. Midget 6'4". I've never seen you here. Shout out to you, bro, for supporting the channel. I think you're new here, or maybe you're a ninja watcher. Ninja watchers are the ones who watch in the background but don't say nothing in the chat. Shout out to you for the support, regardless. Shout out to you for pulling up. All right. All right, let's do this one.
Only reason why I don't do girls trips or I'm not into that is because I want my man next to me. Like, if we want to do a girls thing separate, then all the men, like all the husbands, we're there. We could go, escape somewhere for an hour or something. As girls, we have our girl talk. I think that's important. But that doesn't mean that I got to be in a whole nother country to have them girl talks. I want my husband near me as much as we can, have that time together. And then it's too long. Like, if you're a married, not you, I'm not picking on you, Alex, but if you're like a married woman, like you going a whole week without intimacy is crazy. I'm sorry I had to say that, but
that's true.
Like, why would I do that to myself? Like, we going to a nice place. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So I have a question for Lady Di. So what if it's a trip, like a networking trip or a business trip where colleagues are going to be there and your husband still doesn't agree? Because I know the examples you gave were more leisure, but what if it's like a business or networking and he says that, I don't feel comfortable with you going? How would you handle that situation?
You don't go. It's your husband.
So just an experience that we've been together for 14 years. I've never had that situation, and I do a lot of different things. Before, I used to model, I used to dance, professionally dance. I was a dance choreographer, right? Industry, a different space. My husband was there. He was supporting. He was holding the camera, right? There was a lot of different things he was doing. Now I'm not in that space anymore. Now I'm more doing like the wifely stuff. He's there. He's holding the camera. You get what I'm saying? He's supportive of the things that I like to do because it's positive. So that's to say, for you, maybe either your man does not like the stuff that you're doing. So I do things that I like. It just happens to be that my husband likes it. If I was to come to a point where he doesn't like it, then I'm not doing it. Because I don't got time for the arguing.
They can't believe.
Because like I said earlier, I get very passionate about things. I don't want to be so passionate about something and then they get stripped from a man that doesn't like it, my husband. You get what I'm saying? So I just haven't had that issue, but that's how I could put it.
Look at that woman; they can't believe.
I just convince him. He still don't like it. I'm not doing it. Let's look at something else.
So I think Chris's question is, you have a productive thing to do.
Oh,
has a positive outcome.
Yeah,
and he's against it maybe because of people, location, setting. but the outcomes based on just assessment would be positive, hypothetically speaking. What do you do in that instance? You still not go.
So I still don't go. I don't think there was a time like that. I'm really trying to think.
Let's say like this, right? We do content. There's an opportunity to do content, but you have to travel to do it. Right. And it's with names that are worth traveling to see, to be associated with, to potentially hit the next level.
Mm-hmm.
But they're men.
Mm.
And it's Atlanta.
That's
and it's nice out. And all the things that we understand. But the opportunity is there. We know it's a positive yield. What do we do?
But see, that's the thing. Like, my husband is not gonna say no because he trusts me. Like, I'm not. Anybody that know me know I'm not on none of that bullshit. Like,
but if he did say,
and the only reason he trusts her is because she has shown him, she has given him reason to trust her, because she just said she would never go on a girls trip, or she would never go on a trip without asking the husband. And if he said no, she wouldn't go, which means, in fact, I wish women knew that the power of a feminine woman. Once a woman always just doesn't argue with a man, asks for his input, asks for permission, the man ends up thinking about it and thinking, you know what, this woman is such a nice, lovely woman. She's always asking for my permission. This one time, it's something that she really likes. She's just gonna say yes. But these other women look at it like it's slavery.
I know.
Yeah, it's hypothetical. It's so.
Welcome to the live.
I'm framing it to where it's tangible. Even though it's strictly hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
We know, Lady Di, that if that opportunity comes, y'all both going, right? We already know that.
Okay.
When it pertains to you specifically. But now we put the hypothetical situation out there to where no is no. You may or may not get context. The setting is enough for me to say, nah, fuck out of here.
Yeah. Or even,
but
yeah.
the opportunity's there.
There's times where, okay, so the answer is no, I'm not going to go. And then it'll just be a missed opportunity. And he would either see that it's a missed opportunity later or not.
Yeah.
But either way, it doesn't matter. And there's nothing going to be over my marriage, because I'm not going to risk my marriage over an opportunity. I feel like my marriage holds more weight than that. So that's the long answer for me. I hold my marriage to a certain pedestal. I quit a job before. Okay. So also I do know my husband too. Like, if he feels disrespected, he gonna say no, period. Not about what I did, but about somebody. Like, somebody's there and he got disrespected or felt disrespected. It's a no, don't matter. Even if it was at Hampshire, is a nigga that's gonna be there that he don't like or he got disrespected. If he can't go with me to handle that situation, it's a no. I'm just not gonna go. It's a missed opportunity. We all had a missed opportunity. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
And in the future, if you guys didn't know, in the future, I'm planning to actually ask Lady Di to come on the channel and we chop it up, have a conversation. But I know even if I ask her to come on the channel, she's gonna have to ask the husband first. But she's a content creator herself, I know, but I can guarantee you, even coming on this panel, she has to ask the husband. Man, that's rare. Do you know how many men are in marriages and their wife has never asked them for permission to go outside? She's rare.
I get another opportunity.
Caressa, let me ask you. As the ladies are articulating these,
my marriage over this, I'm not going to jeopardize my marriage over that. But
because she took vows,
happiness, I guess. I don't know. All I'm hearing is I'm hearing the consequence of what would happen if they follow through with the decision. That's what I'm hearing.
Do you think married women are happy?
I think so. If they're in if they found that person that is their perfect match, or they believe is their perfect match, I think they're happy. Yeah.
70% divorce rate. Or 50% divorce rate, sorry. A little bit higher for our people, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But when you hear the parameters, do you think they feel happy? Do you think the pros outweigh the cons? Right? Because we talking to if women are listening to say, hey, why should I get married whatever that's the movie, right? 2 or 1 or some shit.
Yeah. Why did I get married?
Mm-hmm. Like, what do you think women are hearing as we converse through the conversation? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm too monotone.
They hear slavery.
It goes back to the control conversation that we were having earlier. It's almost like you lose a little bit of your ability to make a decision on your own behalf. It's like you're putting that in somebody else's hand to make a decision. From what I'm hearing from the ladies, is pretty much every decision, because they're not going to go against their husbands. So because their husbands may wake up one morning and say, you know what, you can't do this, you can't do that, they're just going to go along with it. So I think depending on the person, she may raise an eyebrow about marriage and be apprehensive about it if she feels as though she's going to lose her identity in that marriage.
But that's not how it happens. And this is the issue. These women believe because the woman respects the husband and can ask for his input, can ask for his permission, they believe it's a dictatorship, that they don't sit down and have a conversation and weigh the pros and the cons. When they hear a woman saying how she respects the husband and she's going to ask the husband for permission to go outside, they believe that the man never says yes. They think they never have a conversation at all. The man says anything, not knowing that there are times the man says more yeses than no's, and only says no's in a situation where he believes it may hurt his marriage, may hurt his wife. They just look at it as slavery. Even if, because when it comes to going outside and the woman doing what they want, they want the man to say yes and just let them do whatever they want. When it comes to the man paying all the bills, they still want him to do that. So they want to have it all. They want the man to let them do whatever they want, but he should also pay the bills. But how is that fair in a marriage? If you want the man to be a leader and pay all the bills, he's going to have some rules. But women don't like it. They see that it's slavery. Anyway, man, shout out to This Might Be Risky podcast and DJ Hamp. Shout out to Miss Mariam. She came to the show late because I'm about to get out of here. But anyway, what is Miss Mariam saying? Guaranteed, if the man was going out of town with a bunch of women, they would have a problem. Yeah. And they already do have a problem. You know, so that's right. They would definitely have an issue. Exactly. Papa Good, you're right. Like making a sandwich if a guy that pays all the bills is slavery. But when he has to pay the rent, and when he has to pay the insurance, and when he has to buy the food at home, it's not slavery. It's only slavery when he says no to what they want. Double standards. Anyway, shout out to Papa Good for being in the chat. Miss Mariam, shout out to you for pulling in, but I'm going to head out soon. I'm going to head out right now anyway. I don't know if the other people are going to be live. I may jump on their live stream. So if you see me streaming again, that's because somebody else is streaming and I got an opportunity to join their live stream. But for now, shout out to everybody for the support. Like the video as you're heading out. So I'll be back live next week. Yeah, I know, Miss Mariam. YouTube is a hater. They don't push notifications out. Anyway, and to be fair, I usually set up the live stream and go live like within 10 minutes. So sometimes the notification don't come early enough, because the moment I set up the live stream, because some people set up live streams and then wait like an hour or even sometimes 5 hours. Personally, I set up the live stream when I know I'm going to go live, because I don't like to set up the live stream and then not be able to make it. You feel me? I don't like that. So I like to set up the live stream when I'm 100% sure I'm going to go live. Then just do it within 5 minutes. So if you don't get a notification, maybe that's why. But anyway, shout out to everybody. I'll see you again live next week. So till next time, peace.